Coming to you from Citizen FM 93.7, we are broadcasting live from Labour House here in Central Business District, Abuja. And today is the 18th of December 2023. My name is Okikiola Kosim. Good morning. We are starting with penpushing.com NG, one of the reliable online platform newspaper that we use here. Ondo State government denies freezing local government accounts. The Ondo State government has denied that the acting governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, frozen the account of the local government, contrary to speculations after some officials of the local council said that a memo from Ayedatiwa had informed them of the freezing of the accounts. Pen pushing report that Commissioner for Information Bamidele Ademola Olateju, in reaction to the speculations, in a statement described the reported freezing of the account as false, stressing that at no time the acting governor freeze the account at all. You can get the details of that news coming to you from penpushing.com. Governor Fubara signs Rivers 800 billion naira 2024 budget into law. The Rivers State Governor Similaniyi Fubara has signed the state's 800 billion naira 2024 budget into law barely 24 hours after it was presented to a four-man House of Assembly for approval, adding that the budget will provide the framework for its administration to undertake notable road projects that will connect communities across the state. Pushing reports that Fabura, speaking at the ceremony held at the Government House, Port Harcourt, stated that with God on his side, the administration will commence implementation of the budget in this year. You can get the details of that news coming to you from penpushing.com. 3 dead, 7 injured in Lagos-Ibadan Expressway accident. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Ogun State Command on Sunday confirmed that 3 persons were killed while 7 others sustained injuries in an accident involving 2 vehicles at the Cornell filling station axis on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Pen pushing report that the public education officer of the command, Florence Okpe, in a statement said the crash occurred on Saturday at 9:20 p.m. and involved Toyota Hiace bus with registration number RLG 846XA and a trailer marked JJN 32YX. You can get the details of that news coming to you from penpushing.com online newspaper. And moving on to the Nation newspaper for this morning. Wike to Fubara, don't pull down ladder you used in climbing. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has told his estranged political godson to resist the temptation of pulling down the ladder he used in getting to his position. Wike said, Don't pull the ladder that you use in climbing. When you are coming down, the ladder may not be there, and leave the ladder too so that other people can also climb the ladder. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Supreme Court ruling, no deal with Governor Yusuf, says APC. The Kano State chapter of All Progressive Congress APC yesterday said it has no deal with Governor Abba Kabiru Yusuf of the New Nigeria People's Party NNPP to compromise the court judgment. The party also debunked rumor that tension was brewing in Kano over the governor's electoral loss at the tribunal and the appeal court. The APC chairman, Prince Abbas Abdullah, in a statement described as untrue and frivolous rumor that Yusuf has struck a deal with the party to surrender its argument at the Supreme Court. You can get the details of this news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Challenges before Ayedatiwa. This is not the first time Lucky Ayedatiwa will be performing the function of a governor in acting capacity. Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has always transmitted power to him whenever he was going on annual vacation. It was a system that flowed with the one administration mantra of Akeredolu. However, the manner some shiftings of the All Progressive Congress APC and supporters of Ayedatiwa celebrated his new role as acting governor confirmed a crack in the ruling party. Get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Niger revoke 650 certificates of occupancies. Niger state government has revoked the certificate of occupancy CFO of 650 companies, residential houses, bank, school, churches, and commercial organization for substantial non-compliance with the condition of payment of ground rents and development. The Coca-Cola Nigerian Bottling Company Limited, Matrix Energy Oil and Gas, Anglican Diocese of Minna, Sudan Institute of Islamic and General Studies, Peace Mass Transit, and several banks were among those whose CFO were revoked. Get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. I'm moving on to Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Zamfara community under siege as bandits strike. Residents of Zumi town in Zulmi local government area of Zamfara state have cried out for help against persistent attack by bandits on the village and its environs. The assailants had within the last 1 week invaded the town 4 times, killed 3 persons, abducted 16 others, and bombed a police outpost and 2 military operational vehicles. You can get the details of this news coming to you from Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Rivers Labour Party dumps suit against PDP Fubara. The Rivers State Labour Party governorship candidate in the 2023 election, Beatrice Utubo, says the party has withdrawn its case against the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the governor of the state, Similaniyi Fubara. The Labour Party governorship candidate who disclosed this while speaking on Channel Television on Sunday, Politico, said that the decision to withdraw the case was in consultation with stakeholders in her party. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Ripples over appointment of 132 liaison officers for Kano local governments. The appointment of 3 liaison officers for each of the 44 local governments in Kano State by the state government has continued to generate controversy in the state, with interested parties seeking clarification on the rationale behind the development. Daily Trust reports that Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) approved the appointment of the 3 liaison officers for each of the 44 local government area of the state to support its administration in delivering its key objectives. You can get the details of this news coming to you from Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Custom Controller General says 5 trillion naira revenue collection in 2024 available. The Controller General of Custom, Bashir Wale Adeniyi, has said the service can generate well above the 5 trillion naira revenue benchmark for 2024 if there is quick turnaround business environment. Speaking at the end of the CGC conference held in Lagos at the weekend, Adeniyi said it is achievable with the support of all stakeholders in the marine sector, particularly the organized private sector. You can get the details of that is coming to you from Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And moving on to the Punch newspaper this morning. Christmas shoppers condemn naira scarcity. ATM dried up. About a week to Christmas Day, shoppers have condemned the worsened naira scarcity, with many of them expressing frustration over their inability to make vital purchases for the Yelitude celebration. Findings by the Punch newspaper on Sunday revealed that bank were still rationing cash over the counter, while several automated teller machines visited did not dispense cash. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Punch newspaper this morning. Professors' minimum salaries should be 1 million naira, says VC. FCC seek law to seize unexplained words. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, has called for legislation against unexplained wealth as a way of checking the criminal activities of treasure looters in the country. The EFCC spokesperson, Mr. Dele Oyewale, in a statement quoted Olukoyede as making the call at a 2-day international law conference organized by Christopher University, Mowe, Ogun State. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Punch newspaper this morning. Professors' minimum salary should be 1 million, say VC. The Vice Chancellor, Federal University, Oye Ekiti, Professor Ayobami Fasina, has called on government to increase the pay of academics in the country, saying a professor, for example, should not earn less than 1 million naira a month. The four-year VC, who spoke at Oye Ekiti on Sunday while receiving a commendation award from the Correspondent Chapel of Nigeria Union of Journalists, Ekiti State Chapter, also hailed the federal government's decision to exempt public university from the integrated personnel and payroll information system. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Punch newspaper this morning. Electricity subsidy gulls 376 billion naira. Consumers pay 783 billion naira. The federal government spent 375.8 billion naira on electricity subsidy between January and September this year, as power consumer paid a total sum of 782.6 billion naira for the commodity during the same period. It was gathered on Sunday. The latest power subsidy figure obtained in Abuja from the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, an agency of federal government, showed that the government subsidized electricity in the first, second, and third quarter of 2023. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Punch newspaper this morning. Sanwo-Olu announces trader money for Lagos marketers. The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Sunday announced a 750 million financial intervention scheme for Lagos traders tagged Lagos Trade Money. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Punch newspaper this morning. And it's time for us to bring in our in-house analyst and public affairs commentator. Is a seasoned journalist and a media consultant. I'm talking about no any other person, our own Mr. Salmon Salami. Good morning, sir, and how was your weekend?
Thank you very much, the presenter. Good morning. We thank God. The weekend was fine.
And let's start with Ondo State government denying freezing local government's accounts. What's your take on this?
Well, I think the new acting governor, His Excellency Mr. Loki Aiyedatiwa, as through his Honorable Commissioner for Information, debunked the rumor making the rounds that the government has seized the allocations to the local government. Well, like I keep on saying here, that the local government is the third tier of government, and it is different and distinct from the other governments, and it should be autonomous. But the autonomy is not yet there, and the funds to the local government should be channeled direct to the local government for their use, because the local government, being the closest to the people, is supposed to be up and doing. And I even want to say that if the local government is performing its constitutional duties, the pressure on the state and the federal government will be reduced. Thank God that the money is intact. It's not seized. This is the best thing to hear, and it's good news.
Supreme Court's rulings no deal with Governor Yusuf, says APC. And let's quickly merge it with the appointment of new council in that state. What's your take on that?
Well, the politics happening, going on in Kano is very interesting. Very interesting in that it is different and distinct from what is happening in River State. The Abba Yusuf NNPP government is playing to the gallery, and the APC too is matching them, power for power. And at the end of the day, I do not want the parties to drag the Supreme Court into their muddy water. The Supreme Court is a well-respected institution. It's an institution of the state and is the last court of the land. And we can vouch for the integrity of the laws, my lords, the justices of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. We should not drag the Supreme Court into politics. Let us avoid that. Let us insulate the Supreme Court from the dirty politics going on. That is one. The Abuja government in Kano appointing 3 liaison officers per local government for all the 44 local government in Kano State. To me, it is just job for the boys. It is compensation. It is let us now compensate those who assisted us while we were campaigning. Well, it is still the money. It is still people's money going to the people. If that is the way of spreading happiness, there is nothing bad in that. After all, it's human capital development, and it will bring joy and happiness to the people. That is the essence of governance.
Would you like to agree with Professor Abayomi Fasina that professors' minimum salary should be 1 million naira in Nigeria education sector? What's your take on this?
I very much believe that education is key, and education is priceless. No amount of money can be enough to get solid, robust, and functional education. To me, I even think it is an insult that a professor should earn 1 million naira. Political appointees, how much do they earn? What is the salary of the senators? What is the salary of a local government chairman? And what is the salary of his excellencies, the governors in the states? Do you know what it means to become a professor? Do you know the importance of professorial seat? Do we understand who a professor is? To be a professor means you have reached the apogee of learning and knowledge, and you need to see them when they come to deliver their inaugural lecture, by which time they now come to profess. That is when you see what it means to be robustly educated. But then, I've been saying it that even professors too are not helping matters. Why? There are quite a lot of things that you can do as a professor that could bring money in such a manner that you will still see 1 million as not enough. Because being a professor means you are on top of the knowledge in which you are a specialist. And I think that knowledge is not only power, knowledge is money. Money that is priceless.
It's time for us to bring in our super citizen listeners to join us on this program. You can reach us today on the following numbers: 0903 2229797 and 0818 2222205. These are the numbers you can reach us today. I will take it again: 0903 2229797 and 0818 2222205. You can be part of this program by calling and making your contribution, and your contribution will be counted. Let's get more details from Mr. Salami. Governor Fubara and Wike is at it again, and Wike is asking him not to destroy the system that brought him to power. What is your take on this, sir?
Well, the political development and debacle in Rivers State is becoming messier and messier by the day. It is now a matter for concern because it is no more funny. From the explosion to the burning and to the demolition of the State House of Assembly, it is now becoming a political drama taken too far. This is not the democracy our people fought for. This is not the democracy that some people paid the supreme price for us to enjoy. This is not the democracy that our forefathers practiced. We cannot forget in a hurry the roles played by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the Sardauna of Sokoto, Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Premier Tafawa Balewa, Okotie-Eboh, and Nnamdi Azikiwe, and so many other patriotic Nigerians who played the role of patriots. Those who saw politics not as an avenue for personal aggrandizement, but as a vehicle for rendering selfless service to the people. Those who catered for the downtrodden masses. Those who prioritized the needs, the welfare and well-being of the common man. We should not forget that. That is why I'm a bit piqued and unhappy about the sad development happening or occurring in Rivers State. This is not a welcome development. How could you describe a situation whereby 4 lawmakers approved a state budget within some hours and it was signed into law that same day? This, to say the least, is a charade, a big one.
Let's quickly get to Zamfara State community under siege by bandits, killing some and abducted many. So what is your take on this?
Well, in Citizen FM, it is our tradition not to give airspace to the bandits, and we leave it at that. Don't give them oxygen.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. Happy New Week. My name is Kennedy. I'm calling from Cairo.
Okay. Good. Go on, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you very much. I wish our advice, our government, people on top, talking about bandits killing 3 persons, burning military cars, including police station. I think it's high time we protect farmers, people who are living in the rural area, rather than give the VIPs, policemen that will be guiding them, that we benefit little from them than farmers who feed the whole nations. I think it's high time the federal government look for a way of protecting our farmers. Go and price 1 onions today in the market. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And the main reason for all this increment is as a result of the insecurity that farmers get once they go to farm. That's number 1. Talking about Fubara, Wike said he shouldn't push the ladder he used in climbing up. I also want to advise Fubara, as you consider the ladder that push you up, consider the people who carried the ladder to that position you use in climbing. Don't consider the ladder only, because if you need the people who carry this ladder to where you climb us up, if that ladder breaks, you still need another people that will still carry that same another ladder for you to climb up. It's an advice. Wike should concentrate more in Abuja. He gives the minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria saying with the responsibility in Abuja. So he should concentrate in developing Abuja and then leave Fubara to develop River State. Thank you. God bless every positive thing to Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning, my dear brother. My name is Alamin, and I'm calling you from Guarimpa this morning.
Okay. Mr. Alamin, can you make your point quickly?
Yes, I greet Salam.
Mr. Salami.
On the political imbroglio in the river.
Can you please increase your level of speaking? We can't hear you clearly.
Sorry, am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now.
On the political imbroglio in River State, my dear brother, I'm surprised every time I hear people mention Wike. If my memory serves me right, about 3 weeks ago thereabouts, the governor, after the first fiasco, the House of Assembly were having a sitting, which was almost to an impeachment sitting against the governor. And the governor mobilized those people and make an attempt to stop it. That is a constitutional doing. When Peter Obi was impeached in Anambra, he didn't mobilize to go and stop them. He went to court and reclaimed his mandate. When Fayoshe was impeached, he didn't mobilize us to the assembly. When Ladoja was impeached, he didn't mobilize us. We have a lot of governors that are city governors that are impeached. And they went to court. Some of them reclaimed their mandate. But Bala tried to stop the assembly from sitting. He came out again and apologized to the people of River for sitting on policy. He came out again and confirmed that there is no problem between him and the benefactor and the predecessor, Wike.
Okay.
And so every time I'm hearing Wike that we don't feel Wike physically present, we don't know Wike that other the position of River State out of ourselves. So the question I'm asking is, on what area are you trying to drag into it? The elders, River State elders visited Wike and they pay him a solidarity visit and assured him that they are giving him the 100%. This is public knowledge. So when people come out and say Wike that, we are not physically present in River State causing any or mobilizing.
Okay.
It's the governor.
Okay.
So in what way is Wike in the midst of all of this? Can they leave him alone and focus on the governor that is trying to destroy the political structure that brought him to power?
All right.
Can we just do that? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Quick reaction to all of this. Oh, before that, let me take this call again. Hello, good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, brother, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, I can hear you. Your name, please.
I'm calling from Maraba.
I didn't get that.
Clement.
Okay, quickly, Mr. Clement.
You see, concerning this Wike saga and Fubara, we should not forget me as a passenger, I'm neither Wike's fan or Fubara, whoever, but let us remember something. This same thing happened between Wike and Abuja, then that guy. And we tend not to go check what the activities of Wike in River State at that time. Now, today is happening. You see, we are still, and the same thing that happened that time
we all blame what is his name, Amechi, that he should allow Wike to do whatever. And today now, you see, even Bara said it's even obvious. See what is happening now. And nobody is talking about what Bara is doing now. We are only just looking at Wike. You see, the problem is that I have realized one thing in Nigeria, that if somebody wants to do something the way it's supposed to be, it's always a problem. That's why I sympathize with Buhari so much.
Okay.
With this your radio station. How many of us you see hearing coming out at your station again? You know why? Because they know that these people are upright. There are radio stations today that people just come to broadcast. You see millions of people try to put 1 minute call to make corrections to find it very difficult. It is always a scenario playing out in Nigeria. See, until this is done the way it's supposed to be, we will continue in this line of this kind of, I don't even know how to call it. My brother.
Thank you very much for that compliment. Mr. Salami, you are on a point before the calls coming in. What's your reaction to the callers?
Well, they have expressed their opinion, and it is well expressed, well taken. And let me once again thank Mr. Clement for the compliment to Citizen FM. We are here to serve the people. We'll continue to serve the people. We may be critical, like I always say, but we will never be hostile. We will never. So let me quickly pick this story by the chairman of EFCC. Okay. Mr. Ola Olukoyede, who said that he should be given the authority, that there should be a law for him. He's seeking a law to seize unexplained wealth. This is the beginning of the greatness of this country. I think a situation whereby Mr. Nobody of yesterday becomes Mr. Everybody of today is a cause for concern. Unexplained wealth is part of the problem we have in this country. A situation whereby somebody just runs into wealth. There is no very viable means of livelihood. There is no company you will say that this is his company, this is his shop, this is what he has done to get this humongous amount of money. I think it is a good development, and I want the lawmakers, I want the House of Representatives and the Senate to please empower EFCC in such a way that EFCC should be calling those with unexplained wealth to come forward and tell Nigerians, how did you come about this wealth? Many of these so-called wealthy people, they have helped themselves into the common purse. That is the truth.
Okay.
And the moment EFCC is allowed, is given the opportunity and the power to do this, you will discover that yes, this is beginning to sanitizing our society.
Yes, he also said that several countries such as United Kingdom, Australia, Mauritius, and African countries like Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Trinidad and Tobago and Caribbean have come up with UWO. Nigeria is yet to come up with a national legislation on it.
Whatever that we call the proclivity to steal should be encouraged. We need it. We cannot continue like this. You will see somebody who is on level 04 or 05. You will see cars, exotic cars parked in his house. V boot, C boot, T boot, no boot, and whatever boot you can think of. Yet this man is on level 4. Don't let us deceive ourselves. There is the need for this law, and this law will go a long way in curbing kleptocracy. Thank you very much.
Okay. Quickly, I want you to react to Niger revoke 650 certificate of occupancies of churches, mosques, and other companies. What's your take on that?
Well, I think that is their own way of generating revenue, because the government is saying that they have defaulted in doing what they are supposed to do. Well, I just want the Niger State government to ensure that they follow due process and that they allow the rule of law to prevail. I don't want rule of man. I don't want arbitrary rule, and I want the law to take its course.
Okay, let's quickly take the custom controller general saying 5 trillion naira revenue collection in 2014 and 2024 is achievable. So what's your take on that?
Well, this is one of the beautiful things we are seeing, and I want to commend my brother and my good friend Bashir Wali Adeniyi, the Controller General of Customs, for telling Nigerians that yes, it is doable, that the customs plugging the leakages, and with the cooperation of the people of Nigeria, that they could still bring 5 trillion naira into the coffers of the government. This is commendable. This is a good development, but then the caveat: let the government use the money judiciously for the people in such a manner that no Nigerian will go to bed without food. God has blessed this country. Let our leaders do the needful.
Yes, God has blessed this country, and we pray our leader will do the needful. This is much we can take on newspaper review for this morning, and join us tomorrow for another edition. My name is Okikiola Kosim. Good morning.